welcome back to my kitchen. My name is Shanae, and today we're going to start a mini-series on baking sourdough bread. And in this video, I wanted to share with you all of my favorite tools for baking sourdough bread. Just keep in mind, none of these tools are absolutely necessary to bake a good bread. My mom used to bake sourdough bread when I was growing up, and she definitely didn't have any of these tools, and not even a kitchen scale. And you can bake bread without these tools. But I find this tool super convenient and makes the process so much more enjoyable. I want to start with my absolute favorite and most important tool, in my opinion. It's a scale. I like to weigh all my ingredients so it comes out perfect every time. Of course, you can measure your flour and everything by volume, but I find it really easy and foolproof when I use my scale. The next is a thermometer. When we are baking sourdough bread, we need to use lukewarm water. If you use too hot water, you may kill your starter, or if you use cold water, it just slowers the process. So I like to use thermometer, and this one is Thermapen IR. I recently learned that they have the infrared thermometer. It's super convenient, or you can of course use the probe too, but I find it's my favorite thermometer right now, and I'll show you when I use it later on. The next tool that I really love is this small spatula. The reason I love this particular spatula is because it's nice and firm, makes the stirring the starter in the water and just scraping the sides of the bowl makes it super convenient. I love this small mini spatula. This one is also from ThermoWorks, and I will link my affiliate link in the description below so that you can also order it. They're very cheap. The next tool is scrapers and bench scraper. You don't have to have two of them, but they serve different purposes. This silicone flexible scraper makes the scraping the dough from the bowl very easy and just really convenient. And then the bench scraper, I use it for shaping my dough. It's really easy to handle the dough with the scrapers because we use moderate hydration and the dough is a little sticky at the beginning, and this bench scraper makes the process really easy. The next tool I love is Banneton basket. Banneton basket is for shaping your bread. You don't have to have it, but I love how it adds the texture into the bread, shapes them really easy. If you don't have a basket like this, you can use just regular bowl and line it with parchment paper or kitchen towel. No big deal, but I specifically love it because it adds really nice texture and pattern to the bread, effortlessly impressive look to my bread, and nice shape too. Also, shower cap. So we will be covering our bread all the time. The bread dough rests for a long time, and if you don't have a shower cap, you'll have to use plastic wrap all the time, and it just becomes so wasteful. And so that's why I use shower cap. I ordered on Amazon. It came with 100 shower caps, so I have plenty to last me for a long time. So that's very cheap and very convenient, and I feel like it's a very efficient way to use plastic. I reuse them all the time too. So shower cap for covering the dough. Oh, also this brush. This is absolutely not necessary, but so when you use your Banneton basket, this brush is only necessary if you use Banneton basket, and you will dust this with flour. And then at the end of the process, you will end up with lots of flour in the grooves. And I find this brush really convenient and easy to clean your basket, because you don't want to wet this basket, just brush off the dry flour, and this brush makes it super easy. I like to use this flour duster, shaker, I don't know what it's officially called. I add brown rice flour in this, and then I use it to spray onto my bread dough. Next is spray bottle. I fill it with water, and I like to spray my loaf before baking, and water comes out really nice and even. Also, if you need to dust your work surface with water, also this is really convenient too. Another very useful tool is lamb to score your bread. You can use a sharp paring knife or a scissors even. But I find this thin razor cuts the dough really nicely and effortlessly, and I really like the handle of it, so that gives me a little more control. So I really, really like this. And the last item I want to share with you is bread cloche. I bought this bread cloche with not much expectations. I was baking my first sourdough breads in my Dutch oven. It worked perfectly for me. However, I want to continue baking bread more and more, but every time I bake bread in a Dutch oven, my Dutch oven was getting discoloration, like black spots. It was just getting really old, I guess I would say. I wanted my Dutch oven in pristine look, so I ordered this bread cloche with no expectations, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised with the outcome. When I first baked my bread in this cloche, my bread was so much higher and taller, had a really good oven spring, and when I started reading the brochure of this cloche, I learned that this cloche is unfinished inside, and this retains the moisture inside much better than the Dutch oven. So this was very surprising for me, and I absolutely love baking my bread in this cloche. And I highly, highly recommend, because I saw significant improvement in oven spring when I used my bread cloche. And that's a wrap. That's all you need. Again, none of these tools are important. You can bake a great bread without these tools, but these tools really make the process so great and enjoyable. In my next video, I'm going to share with you my tips how to maintain sourdough starter without discards, no waste, and very, very convenient to use according to your schedule. So hope you will join me on this journey, and please subscribe to my channel if you're interested to learn more about sourdough bread. See you next week. Bye.